Hi, Janet. It's your turn. So, Janet, you have two questions for me. So, here's your first question is about how some veteran teachers would tell a new teacher to shut up. It's true. That happened to me. Can you describe the new teacher versus old teacher dynamic? It's hard to share your views on teaching if the teachers don't agree or care about your views. So, yeah. So here's what's pretty cool is that in every school, I bet that there are some veteran teachers who like the status quo or like their position as a veteran teacher and sort of look down on the newer teacher. There are some like that, and they're not open to hearing new ideas. Sometimes it's out of fear. They don't want to try technology. They don't want to change their lesson plans. They don't want to have to get rid of the things that they know work or just put in the extra labor in figuring out how to do things and for a lot of reasons, mostly because they feel like they've been doing it a long time and they know what works for their students and they've gotten results. There are some teachers, veteran teachers, who are so excited when the new teacher comes in because they're looking for some ways to revitalize their curriculum, to revitalize their practice, for some new ideas. And if you're willing to share, they're excited for that. And sometimes these veteran teachers kind of fancy themselves as young and hip. So when you come around and they're going to be excited to have you and be excited to be associated with you, and maybe you don't want to be associated with sort of the older teachers who are less innovative. So I think it's really about trying to find your people. Now, the teacher that told me to kind of keep my mouth shut, she was not even in my practice of as English. She was a math teacher. But the thing is that it was more about the culture of the school where the veteran teachers knew the students, knew the structure. There was sort of a culture of how things were done, and um, I think they didn't want that. This one teacher didn't want that to be questioned. But the thing is that the principal did. The principal hired me because she wanted me to question things. And so while I was looking for maybe she wasn't like me, but there were other like-minded faculty there who told me, don't listen to that. We want to hear your opinion. We want things to get better. So that's there's lots of dynamics. So I think it's really important to just read the room and read the dynamics and kind of find some like-minded teachers there. And so, Janet, your second question was, do you like the idea of asking for consent before sharing a story that isn't yours? Did it take a long time for students to bring their walls down and tell you their stories? And here is the truth. The truth is, no, it does not. This month we're doing 30 poems in 30 days. I'm doing it with teachers, so I hope that you can join. That's on Ethical ELA. Write a poem a day. Be with teachers. Think like a teacher. Value teachers. Respect teachers. Like, you should join me. Come, yeah, all of you. Okay, but I'm also doing it with the seventh graders, and so they are amazing. Like any idea that I have, they just jump in and try it. They try it in their notebook. They try it on the computer. They're eager to show everyone their stories. I I don't have any issue with people not wanting to test things out or tell the stories. Now, there is sometimes what a topic or a seriousness about it that the students aren't ready to go into, and that's something different. So we did this blog series where students wrote about things that they know that they're experts in. And those were informational essays. They wrote a description, a how to, they did a comparison essay. And our last one was a spoken word. And that one got to sort of the heart of why they were passionate about something. By the time they got to that piece, they were all ready to really be vulnerable and tell the story about how they came to love this topic that they chose. And for many of them, it was a personal memory with a family member. So I think it's just, over time, I think it's, we're in our third quarter together. So 9 times 3, 27. We're in our like 40 weeks of, 30 weeks of being together. So it just evolves over time. And again, this is why I don't like data and numbers, because while I say, 30 weeks, you can't really quantify what's happened in all those, or the number of stories, or how long it takes someone to get comfortable with their writing or reading. You just have to kind of step back and look at the story that they're learning kind of unveils to you. I don't know, it's kind of abstract, but okay. So thank you so much for your questions, Jan.